And welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Kyan Chris Conroy, Spicy Kyan, here on the Morning Zoo program. Here, new format here for technical difficulties, coming at you with all kinds of stuff, coming at you with music, coming at you with comedy, coming at you with a fun batch of fun stuff here right here on the podcast. Here, I hope you like the new format now. We're going to trying something new here now. So welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host here, Kyan Chris Conroy, and my partner here, Steve. What do you think, Steve?
I heard someone get hit with a shovel. What did I miss?
I don't even know. He just called me into the studio for a meeting, and then he started yelling at me like a morning zoo DJ.
Weird. How is he now?
Bottom of the hour.
He's still doing it.
Taking your calls here on the drive time.
Give him another whack. See if it snaps him out of it. Well, did that help?
I don't know. Hang on.
And coming up next on the podcast, a lively discussion about humor and its place in the greater
He's gone NPR on us now.
Should I hit him again and see if it changes him back?
Hit him and see if it shuts him up.
I've never heard him make those sounds before.
I have, but only when he's having a long time with the internet. Okay, he's coming around. If he steps up and starts doing any sort of political punditry or sports talk or something, hammer it down.
Right.
Oh, hey, Steve, Leonard, what's going on?
What do you think of the Twins' chances this year?
That's the hockey team, right?
Okay, I think he's back to normal.
Maybe. All right, spill it. What got into you?
What do you mean?
You called me in here for a meeting and you scared the hell out of me. You started talking all nutty cuckoo bananas, radio announcer style, and I had to grab the shovel off the wall and hit you over the head to make you stop.
Oh, that? I was just brainstorming ideas for the upcoming episodes there.
What do you mean, brainstorming for upcoming episodes?
You know, sort of laying out a roadmap, you know, kind of getting things going, you know, doing the show daily now, and that's a pretty good workload. It'd be a good idea to have sort of an idea of where I'm going to end up going and just having some fun and throwing out some, you know, just that sort of thing. I thought it would be prudent to have a plan.
Imposter!
You're absolutely right! Zip time to the radiator, now call the police! Will you stop hitting me?
Not until you tell us who or what you really are and what you've done with the real Kyan Chris Conroy.
What makes you think I'm not him?
Oh, you can do better than that. When the man's been doing the same show for 15 years, give or take 2, and all he does is ever fly by the seat of his pants and wait till the absolute last minute to do a show, it's a little bit suspicious that he tried to plan something.
Listen! Ow. Listen. Do you guys want to get paid to do this or not?
Now he's definitely an imposter.
Let me finish before you hit me. Do you want to have a Patreon?
Well, sure.
Yeah, I guess.
As new as an idea as this might be, I've realized that I'm going to have to put a lot more work and planning into the show so I can do it consistently and of a consistent quality so that we can put the show out on a regular basis and then attract people who might want to financially support us.
Okay, that is a reasonable attitude to take, yes.
Yeah.
And now that I'm going to be 50 this week and still basically unemployed except for this strange hobby, I thought that I should do the responsible thing. Evidently, you object to that. Well, it's not so much that we object to it, it's just that it's sort of comes as a surprise.
Yeah, actually more like a cataclysmic upheaval.
Well, I'm sorry to not disappoint you.
All right, to be honest, are you sure you're up for this?
Well,
I mean, nothing personal and all. It's just that even before the big mental breakdown recently, you weren't what I would have called, mature, functioning adult.
Thanks, Steve.
Well, he's not wrong.
No, he's not. And that has to change. Or things are never going to get better around here.
All right, I kind of see your point.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of different, but, I mean, if you're successful at this, if you're consistent at this, you could finally turn this hobby into a job. I mean, you could get paid. You could, contribute to this household and everything. And you could go out there into the public, and meet your fans and interact with them. Interact with real people. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Going out there and being out there with real people in the real world outside of the studio. It'd be great. It'd be great. It'd be great. Knew it all along.
Yeah, pretty obvious when you stop and think about it.
Yep, Android.
Yeah. So what now?
Well, of course, we have to find out what happened to the real Kaya and Chris Conroy.
Right.
Or we could just call it a day.
Yeah, let's go home. Well, they find out what happened to the real Kaya and Chris Conroy. Find out in tomorrow's exciting episode of Technical Difficulties.
Boy, this thing is annoyingly resilient.
How does it keep talking with its head exploded?